Hi guys, welcome back to another P3D version 5 video. We are going back after a little detour into FSX, hoping to of course do some future videos in FSX as well, with some of those nice add-ons such as the level D767, potentially also the Flight 1 ATR. Well, let's see. But today we'll go back to my favorite sim, P3D version 5. We're gonna be flying the FeelThere E170 with the virtual airline called Airwego and their affiliate or subsidiary airline Airwego Norge, or Norway when we translate it. And we're here at Bergen and we're flying down to Copenhagen. It's they had some very interesting routes with the regional ones. None within Norway from Bergen though, so that was a bit interesting. Or they had one like to the far north, but this was the kind of the smallest hop I could find, so thought we would do that. Unfortunately, I don't have any working jetways on this airport, so we'll just have to do with stairs. Let's see, what aircrafts do we have? Q400, which I think is that one, ATR, maybe that's the 80, no, that looks like the Q400, right? Some 737s, and yeah, I think some of these are static aircrafts. So not a lot of things happening here. Let me just see if things are working. We need to open the doors. And this is the only annoying part with the field there is... Well, first off, the doors don't seem to align completely, but there's no tool, no shift something in order to get the doors open. You have to open them with the shift E. But should work. So we're ready for our boarding. We'll jump inside. I'll try to do everything by the book, so to speak. Well, let's see how that will go. I think we can start with the batteries. I have some issues with this aircraft not starting. I really like the cockpit though on the FeelThere one. It's a really good looking one. Let's see now. And then the GPU, right? Maybe the no smoking sign, and the nav and the beacon can be on. There we go, now we're getting the things up and running. Okay, we don't want to move our joystick just yet. We can start the boarding process, and this is gonna be a great thing. EKCH should work. I got some assistance from dear TFDI. They had a solution, so we should hopefully have a working EKCH. So let me see now if I remember these details correctly. ENBR, yeah, and then flight number AVG, right? 3152. We are going to a cruising altitude of 33,000 feet, about 2-hour flight. We're flying the ENBR 170 with a passenger amount of 74. That's almost a full flight. I don't think I have the right layout here. Well, let me see. No, nothing like that. We do have boarding music and safety by Airwego. And now let's see. And it's working. So look at that. And that's great to see. I gotta give a big shout out to TFDI for taking their time to look into this. They do have some of the best customer support I've seen in the industry, so big shout out to them. Okay, so let's continue with getting this plane ready.
Cockpit safety inspection.
And this will probably be quite a...
Status. Checked. Cockpit emergency equipment. Checked.
Checked. It's quite a high volume on this.
Electric panel. Checked.
Checked.
Fuel panel. Checked. Windshield wiper. Checked. Hydraulic panel.
And while we do that, we can start
Checked.
preparing everything else.
Air conditioning pneumatics panel.
And
Checked.
let me see, was there anything you needed to
Passenger
align?
oxygen panel. Checked.
Checked. So we can
ELT.
load our
Checked.
last position.
Landing gear lever. Checked. Start stop selectors. Closed. Ram air.
Oh, but now the pack X crashed instead. That's unfortunate. Let me have a look actually at that. I'm just quickly gonna pause here. Okay, let's see. I have a pack X set up now again. Hopefully it will work, but we shall see. Okay, so we need to continue here with setting this up. We wanna do our flight plan. Let me just see if I remember correctly how we did this. Flight plan. Takeoff. Departure, right? So departure 17. We're doing the tux 3C. Insert that. After tux sale, we're doing a direct to do to Sol. Direct to Lanti. And a direct to Tesby. Okay, so no airways. And then we can do our landing or arrival. Runway 22 left. I think we'll do the ILS one. I'm gonna import the Simbri flight plan on Pack X as well, just so we have it. Sorry, not Pack X, on Pilot ADC. And that was Tuxi, so this is a bit different than what we had on the other one. And test. I hope we don't have any more issues. It seems to be working now, Pack X though, knock on wood. Well, let's see, it would be nice to just have a recording that went smooth. We'll do the ILS one. We'll do the vectors. I think this should work. We'll connect to the sim. Let's see how this will work. We'll file the flight plan and I'll move this away. Okay. We don't need any trans, but we do need the start to be test. Oh no. And then Pack X crashed again. That sucks. Let me just pause again. Okay, let's continue. I did I did get it sent to TFDI, so let's see if they have a new response. But that sucks a bit. I was hoping to get the pack X working, but well, not yet. But I still, I'm not gonna re-record this because I still think it's good to give that shout out to TFDI for actually trying to fix something. You don't see that often anymore. Well, you do see with the nice developers, right? But not with everyone. So, since we don't have pack X, we'll have to make do with my own pack X, right? AKA me playing it through MP3 player. Let's see, Airwego. Okay. Let me see, I'm gonna repeat it. Okay. Okay, what else do we want to do? We are doing the... So power up could be the next checklist, right?
Power up checklist.
Yes. Performance in it, we probably want to do that.
Battery 1. On.
Fuel reserves.
Battery 2. Auto.
Oh, and we actually need
Battery
to do
voltage.
our fuel and payload. Totally forgot about that. We want to be at 9.6. So maybe a bit more. We can do 9 point. Or maybe this should give us a close enough 6. Yeah. Gross weight. I think we're a bit too heavy. But let me see. Total. No, we're a bit too light actually. Our takeoff weight should be around 74.6. So we should probably increase this one by quite a bit. We should be at 65 and now we're at around 63, right? Let me see if we can get this up. Sorry, 102. $74.9. Is that enough? So 75 minus 9. 76, right? Yeah, 76. And then minus 7. Yeah, this should be a 65.3. Okay, we can go with that.
Checked.
Fuel reserves.
GPU button.
Let's
On.
do around 2000.
Fire extinguisher panel.
Oh wait, fuel reserve. Is that the full reserve?
Checked.
So 9.
Emergency lights.
I'm just gonna put it in. Take off landing fuel. Emergency lights though, that's a good one. I had not remembered that. Here we can
APU selector knob.
put in the rest. 235 at 095. 0 fuel weight is 65300. Fuel we have is a dew point. It's -4, I think. And cruise wind should be at our altitude, right? This looks correct. Gauge. Performance. Data. Departure. What about takeoff? So we can put in the takeoff data as well. 190. So 190 at 29. And then we need to put in these. And in order to do this, and I always forget to, prepare it in advance, of course. We need the documents and the instructions. And we need the manual, so the EKCH manual. And then basically when I get down to the takeoff speeds, you have the different modes here. Let's do it from here, so 175. And we are gonna be at around, so we're around this one, right? And it's this first one we're gonna be able to populate, and we have the weight at 75, right? I'm pretty sure it was 75, but let's have a look at the compass tool, aka our ACAR system for Airwego. 75. And the recommendation for 75 is 139. So I'm guessing this is V1, rotate, then V2, yeah. 139, 146, and 148 with a VFS of 193. Good. Happy days, happy days. Cruise, descent, landing. We can wait with doing the landing one. We'll put these to normal. Check reserve fuel. So maybe I did put that too high. Let me go and fix that. If I put this to 2000, does it affect? Hey, hopefully that should be working now. Let's have a look here at the front. Sucks that they have this weird black thing sticking out here. Always gonna complain about that, but let's see if status plan. And that's the only thing we don't have is working weather radar, because well, just unfortunate. And we can have the vertical one. I kind of like to have it down there. Any systems? We can have it on map. Could be nice to start the APU, right? And if I remember correctly, the only thing we have to do is, I hate when the cockpit lights doesn't work unless it's night, because they look pretty good.
Start.
Okay, we'll start that.
Nav lights. On.
We can keep this like that.
Logo lights.
Let's see, we need to check the logo lights. Okay, they want to have those on also. On.
On. Hydraulic panel.
And now let me check here.
Checked. Electronic CBs. Checked. DV/DR panel. Checked. Photoluminescent strips.
Think like that, right?
Checked. Power up checklist completed.
I think we can choose here. So we'll do that, right? Can we then... We have to wait to start things. That could be the... Was a while since I flew this one, unfortunately. Oh, we have to activate it, of course. That's the problem. That's a bit embarrassing. So LNAV. FMS1. I think that should do it, right? Just want the arrow to point towards. We just need to remember this when we're doing the landing, right? Here we have the nice displays. So that's the power up checklist. I don't think there's anything else. The landing has been executed, or sorry, landing, the boarding has been executed properly. So we'll just close all these. And now let me check if I get this right. I think, so we don't have the GPU anymore. I think it disappears when you release the parking brakes. You do want to put that electrical pump on. And what else? What else do we need to do? Let's just check the next one, the pre-flight one.
Pre-flight checklist. Pressurization panel. Set.
Set.
Oxygen masks. Checked.
We do have VNAV, right? Let's see how that works.
Flight instruments.
Let's check the flight plan. Looks. And anything. God, now I need to check this again. So pre-flight, flight instruments, altimeter set to local, right? That's the problem. We didn't do that. We need them at 982. Let me see if we can change 9. So it's quite a low barometric. I'm gonna change the other one as well, so we don't have to. 982.
Set.
Thrust levers are on
Thrust.
idle. Parking brake is on.
Thrust levers. Idle.
We need to set the trim in the
Parking
green
brake.
band, which we have.
On. Pre-flight checklist completed.
Okay, good. Pre-flight completed as well. Airwego 4003, ready to copy IFR clearance.
Airwego 4003 is cleared to Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. Climb via the TUXI-4 Charlie departure, with the Tuxil transition.
Okay, we're getting the clearance. Wait, I'm just gonna... Is there anything I need to check? I need to check the compass when we start, right? So the ACARS is actually... Oh, I never requested boarding with GSX. Well, could be worse.
Climb via the TUXI-4 Charlie departure, with the Tuxil transition.
But just
then
request pushback.
Climb to flight level 110 via the departure.
Do you want to request
Expect
de-icing?
higher clearance is 7 minutes after departure.
No.
Director on 118.85.
But
Squawk 5001.
1-1. Interesting though how it says icing conditions with GSX, but it recommends not to do the icing or de-icing. I'm never gonna get that.
Altimeter is
let's see.
2900 ground on 121.9er Airwego 4003.
1-1. And then squawk 5001. Now where did you squawk with this one? It's the radios, right? 500 and 1, right?
Departure check completed. Wipe has been inserted.
Before start checklist.
Here we go 4003,
Panel.
ready for pushback.
Set.
Oh, and it's
MC
raining now.
Approved Airwego 4003.
Checked.
Or was it raining?
Set. Fuel quantity. Checked.
Locking gear.
Taxi takeoff briefing completed.
That's a good
Passenger
question.
signs.
We're taking off from a runway. Let me see, because everything seems to have been reset. Okay, passenger signs we didn't do. We're going to the left, right? So nose.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, let's see. Sterile, fasten seatbelt.
On. Doors and windows.
Lock.
Release parking brakes.
Closed. Flight deck door. Locked.
Release parking brakes.
Red beacon.
Oh wait, sorry. Red beacon
Release
Hydraulic
parking
pump
brakes.
3A.
on, right?
On. Overhead panel.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah.
Before start checklist completed.
Okay, I'm gonna release parking
Closing
brakes.
push. All engines clear. Start
And the
push.
GPU disappeared there. So what we want to do now, since we don't have, since we unfortunately don't have pack X working, I'll have to manually start it. Okay, and we are gonna start the engines even though they didn't seem so hyped about it. Or GSX didn't seem so hyped about it. That's noisy. I have a sound pack for this one actually. Got it from the sim market, which is pretty good. Or I like it more than the default sounds. The air dampener should not be off. The only thing I'm not such a big fan is I have some problems starting this aircraft up, but I think it works better when you start like a default aircraft and then you switch to it. I think the same with the Carnados. Things just seem to work better then. So we are getting fuel flow and 2 looking good. Now we just need to remember we can close that. Start left engine or engine number 1. What's the referral in this one on those? 1 and 2. Let's close those. Looks like we have some nice overcast weather. Flight control test in progress.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
And I can actually for once confirm this with the engine started. So I'm just gonna press confirm.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
And let's see flight controls. And they're looking pretty good, so that's nice to see. And unlocking gear. Anything else? Anti-ice.
Tow truck
Yes.
disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
I guess we can keep this
Left
on.
is clear. Right is clear.
Or maybe we should go map as well on this one. Yeah, let's keep that on map, and then how do you I think we want to keep vertical on that one as well, like we do here. I just want to zoom out, check that it does look correct, and it does seem to look relatively decent. We do want to have waypoint identifiers, I think. Progress we can also show. Nav aids. Maybe like that, right? This should give us some more information. Not always we give this one a bit clean. Let's do the after start one.
After start checklist.
In terms of
Flaps.
taking off, now I'm starting to be a bit worried. Did I even decide on flaps, right? Because that would affect... Okay, flaps 1, right?
1.
1,
Flight controls. Checked.
checked.
EKCH.
Let's have a look here. Our recording still looks good.
Dispatch clearance. Checked.
We have LNAV set.
After
ACEL, we
engine
don't need
start
select.
checklist completed.
Speed, what about speed? Should we wanna set that already? Just so it's ready in case we wanna go. After start is done. Airwego 4003, ready for take. Airwego 4003, ready to taxi. I got a bit too eager.
Airwego 4003 pushback approved taxi to runway 17 via taxiways Whiskey, Charlie, Yankee, Alpha 3, Alpha 1.
Oh, the taxi is basically just straight.
Pushback approved taxi
down
to
here
runway
and then
17 via taxiways Whiskey, Charlie, Yankee,
then a turn.
Alpha 3, Alpha 1. Hold short runway 17 Airwego 4003.
Now I just want to check compass, make sure we actually get that, and I'm just gonna make sure that it actually notices that we have started flying. And the way to do it is watching PyRep. The release parking brakes. As you can see, we are taxiing on idle thrust with this beautiful aircraft. We do want to put the taxi lights on, and we can shut the APU, right? Then we can turn to the left. This one is actually very well implemented aircraft, I feel like, in P3D. Some things really taking it, like, you know, no failures and that sort of things, of course, but some other things as well that's really taking away from being like the hall of very good, and which makes me fly it far too rarely. I don't know why we have that water though on the... Let me see if I can... Don't know why it's... I'm not sure what's going on with the windshield wipers. Because they are functional. Or at least they used to be. I don't think it's raining, so... Yeah, here's me praising it, and then... I can't clear it up with the wipers. Work with me. The fire. So basically everything but the wipers were working. Let's see if this rain thing disappears. One fear I do have is that it's not working because it's crashed the... Let me see actually if we can get this to... Because I think it's through glass, or is it A to A Acufeel? Let me see what the FeelThere rain effects are. FeelThere. Oh, they had the rain effects from A to A. Huh. Odd. I know the wipers are supposed to be working, but okay. Let's see a bit. We're just gonna go with this. We'll say that it was a bit wet. But it is a bit odd. Okay, anything else that we need to be aware of? At least the taxiing has started successfully. We're supposed to turn this one to the left and then to the right to go the rest of the way down to the... It taxis very well. Very well. God, can't pronounce stuff. But yeah, if I could live without some of these bugs, to be totally frank. The windshield wiper, they used to work at least, and now they don't. Something is bugging out. Also some weird shadow effects down there that I've noticed now. No clue why. Let's see. Odd how some buttons don't seem to be working. That's just really strange. Sorry, I'm not focusing on attacking. Which is what I should be doing. We don't want to crash. Okay, we have rejected takeoff. We have set the flaps. We don't need to set anything else. I don't think there's any sort of... Oh, here we go.
Takeoff okay.
Okay, takeoff okay. That's good, at least. A small victory. I really hope this rain effects disappear. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, we can open Pilot TDC on our second screen. I do hope it eventually disappears, but yeah, let's see how this will go. Looking if we can see it from the outside. Those pilots look really tired of their jobs. Almost as tired I am. I am fixing all types of bugs of flight sim. So even I started with the FSX again, just setting that up, making sure you have all the right things set up. My god, it's a hassle. Okay, let's turn to the left. Yeah, I hope to enjoy the morning.
122.1 Airwego 4003.
Airwego 4003, ready for takeoff.
Airwego 4003 winds are 19 and 25 knots.
Landing lights and strobe lights.
Cleared for takeoff.
Before takeoff
17 squawking
checklist.
5001 Airwego 4003.
Takeoff configuration.
Takeoff okay.
Checked.
Ba
temperatures.
-ba -ba.
Checked. EKCH.
Look at that now, the auto brake isn't
Checked.
working either. Is this gonna be a...
Strobe lights.
So
On.
something has stopped
Landing lights.
working. That's never good.
On. Transponder. TARA.
TARA.
Before takeoff, checklist completed.
Okay, let's see. As long as we can get at least the raindrops away, then I'll be fine. In terms of takeoff, I think we'll just kind of aim for the... There we go. Thrust set, airspeed live. Let's maintain a runway heading. 100 to 120 knots. Check, check, check. V1. Rotate. Oh, there we go. Okay, gear is up. And look at the beauty of Orbex, Norway. Okay, we can go flap 0. Let's see, does it want us to climb at all, or is it quite conservative in terms of how much we should be climbing? But it seems to be handling well, so that's nice.
Radar director on 118.85 Airwego 4003.
I do wonder
Radar
why.
director Airwego 4003 climbing to flight level 110.
Climb to 55110. Yeah, no clue with this auto brake. Why it's not playing ball. And we're now going a bit off course. That's not good. Let's make sure we go back to our let's put this to
Center on 118.55
standard.
Airwego 4003.
I haven't fixed the
Center Airwego 4003 climbing to flight level 110.
I haven't fixed the standby altimeter. We can just leave it at standard for now. And we are climbing. Still with that goddamn rain.
Climb to flight level
But it seems to be
170
moving now,
Airwego
so we're gonna get rid of it
4003.
at least. That's good. Even though we can't use the wipers nor the auto brake. Let's try the autopilot just to see how this one works. 170. Do we have VNAV on this one? I'm pretty sure we do, right? Progress. Let me check. FeelThere, ENBR, VNAV. It's a bit hard because their forum seems to be. Let me see. Still looking good. Are we following my speed? That doesn't feel like we're following VNav in that case. Let me see if there's anything. I'm gonna put the altitude up to what we are. I mean, presumably we're gonna get clearance all the way up. Oh yeah, that's why we didn't get the VNav, because I didn't ready the autopilot, right? And let me see, we have FPA. I'm gonna have a look. VNav. How do you get VNav on this one? FLCH, ACL, Alt, MPTA. So I think it's the next one we want to have. That one, right? That should be the correct one. Let's see how it looks.
Climb to flight
Okay,
level
the water is
230
soon
here
gone.
we go
That's happy
4003.
days. But very strange to not have the windshield wipers. And basically everything else is working. I'm gonna turn off all of these lights. We don't need them. We can fasten seatbelt. Yeah, no clue what's going on there. Something's messing with that. I do wonder if FeelThere has any sort of forum, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, they have a Discord now. Okay, we're gonna join that. So open Discord. Let's see if that, I'm just gonna move it to my other screen, if that one has some good
Climb to flight level 290 here we go 4003.
Is there anything on the Embraer? Odd, they don't seem to have really any info to be of use. I hate when they do that, shut, you know, the old... Not a big fan of that, not a big fan. Let's do after takeoff checklist, as we have some time. But no, it's a
0.
it's a good plane when it works.
Landing gear.
Up.
Up.
I'm gonna shut the Discord. No point having that in the background. Oh, after takeoff is already clear. That was fast. Clouds do look pretty good. Noticeably better than FSX, right? Maybe we can get a nice... Running out of ideas now on what sort of... This we'll have to do. Let's take a quick snip. Voila. And then just jump back in. Okay, looks good. We are gonna be traveling for quite some time. Our top of cruise is in 50 nautical mile and our top of descent in about 210 nautical miles, so yeah. You can see it here as well. Much better than zooming in and out like I did. I wish they could be separately controlled. So you could like have this one further out and this one more zoomed in, but oh well, I can keep it a bit zoomed out.
Climb to flight level 330 Airwego 4003.
I wonder if there's some setting I've changed. I know there's these more, let's call it advanced buttons or mouse controls for P3D, but I think I have that selected, so yeah, no clue. As you can see, it's winter here in Norway. One thing I gotta give FeelThere credit for is the outside model looks really good. I really like it. I mean, maybe there's some mistakes or, you know, someone might disagree, but I think it looks very good. Look at these tiny cute engines. Quite different from the Airbus or the Boeing ones that look huge in comparison. But okay, I think we can try to figure out if there's anything else we need to do. It doesn't look to have any rain. Let's just hope it doesn't rain because we don't have any windshield wipers to help us. Anything else? Maybe there is some ice actually. Do we have ice protection? Let's check the systems here. looks fine. Let me check what the stall. Anti-ice. Normal operation for all buttons to be blank and knobs in the 12 o'clock position. Is that it? Does that help with this? Nope. Anything else? Nope. Nope. I guess not. Let's check. Overcast, scattered at 600. We should be fine. Not too much wind. 6 knots. We should be fine. Hopefully, at least. So let's continue our journey. And let me find a nice viewpoint if I have one. Or just make an ad hoc one. A bit too. Something like this maybe. And then I'll be right back. I'm just gonna let it fly for a while. The co-pilot will take care of the ATC, so the pilot can rest for a bit. See you in a second.
And maintain flight level 330. Here we go 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330. Here we go 4003. And maintain flight level 330. Here we go 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330 Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330 Airwego 4003. climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Center on 119.42, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, center Airwego 4003 at flight level 330. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Climb and maintain flight level 330, Airwego 4003. Expedite climb to flight level 330, Airwego 4003.
Okay, I am back, and I presume you have been... I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Expedite climb. Why can't it hold the...
Climb and
230.
maintain flight level 330 Airwego 4003.
Is it turbulence maybe? We're ping-ponging a bit up and down, seemingly at least. Okay, let's see. I still have 50 nautical miles.
3 Charlie arrival at Tespe transition vectors for the ILS approach to runway 22 left Airwego 4003.
And let me see if we have the right... Oh, we didn't have the right barrow ref. Okay, we are gonna land at 22 left.
Transition altitude.
Transition altitude. Wait, what did I... No, did I put that in? Transition altitude? Was that my... Cruise altitude? Yeah, okay. That's a bit embarrassing. Transition altitude, I think that's around 5,000 normally. Yeah, a bit embarrassing. But it happens, it happens. Let's get this now properly set up. Let's see if we can move the brake. We don't seem to be able to do that, so we're just gonna make sure we brake manually, right? I don't think rejected takeoff's gonna work. Two to left. 1095, 217. 1095. 1095. We're just gonna put it on both of our. What about the course? Can we change that? Yeah, it looks like we can. I'm having a look at my Logitech panel to get the info, so we are changing that to 217. So that's ready, which is good. Looks like there's a lot of clouds basically everywhere. Okay, 225. 050. Transition is 5,000. Barrow is 1, 4,
transition to flight level 050.
1, I think.
Altimeter is 2959er. Airwego 4003.
Let me see about the aircraft category. A, B, C it would be, right? So you would have to choose like that. A is for the slower ones, right? So C160. Look at this going up and down. I thought it worked quite well, this Let me see if we can decrease the speed a bit. I'm sure it's the aircraft or if it's reacting to outside turbulence. Let's see, the 160 was the minimum. Okay, put that in. Climb to 3000 feet, I'm going to miss approach, maintain 3000 feet on track for 3 min. Then turn left to Adobe for new approach. Okay. That's good, that's good. We can start prepping. Let's see how much further, 25 nautical miles. So there's still time. Landing. Let's check the winds at our destination. 230 at 8. We have a bit harder winds compared to when we departed. VREF and a VAP. And let's see, what do we want to land with in terms of landing speeds. We are doing flap 5, I think. We can do flap 5. Our landing should be, and let me check the online flight plan. What's it estimating? 70.6, 7.5, and then we know that the VRF for flap 5 is 130. 130 plus 5 plus wind component. We're just going to do 135. Back for flap 2. Climb out flap, I guess, 136. And VFS. .187. Voila, we have that set. Happy days. Okay, we're coming up on our top of descent.
Descent checklist. Auto brakes.
We're not gonna be able to do the checklist, I'm gonna remove it. Guess we can't set the auto brakes, which is very annoying to be honest. So won't be able to do that, but we should be able to land without it. We wanna go down to 5,000 feet, and we do wanna follow the VNAV for that. So let's see. Okay, we're coming up on our, so we can do VNAV. Let me just check what Vassal is in terms of mode. Or ASL. Vertical altitude select. We're descending. This should be, if I'm not mistaken, northern Denmark. About 100 nautical miles left. We can put on the seatbelt signs just so we don't forget. Anything else? Keep that armed. Does this one really have VNAV? Wouldn't the speed then be based on the speeds here? That's what I'm... So V nav path. So V path, that's good, I guess. Can you change the... There's no like... Speed is T. Or E might do the trick. And now let's see. Okay, so that's how you lose the LNAV, VPAT, throttle like that. But if we do, okay, we do wanna, so we do wanna keep the throttle on. And the autopilot, of course, as well. Okay, still looking fine. Let's see, can't of course see anything on our, in terms of weather radars, that's a bit sucky, but well. Okay, let's see. We are descending. Okay, let's see. Getting down. We have barrow set. The only thing we can't set is the auto brake because it's broken. We can't do the windshield wipers in case it's raining, because that seems to have broken as well. Oh, interesting, this one doesn't work. There's a lot of non-working buttons actually now. I know some I know are just due to the fact that they are... that something to have broken in the, I guess it's XML files. So oh well, let's see. And I do wonder if the... we'll get an approach, so we can just keep it as is in terms of not putting in any more information. Forgot to start this one. We won't need it now. Aileron disconnect. Do you want to do that? Probably not. Shaker cutout. You can do those. Don't think we wanna do that. Oh, look at that, manual and FMS push. So now we're getting the FMS speed. Sorry about that, guys. That totally missed that. But that's very nice to know that you can tweak that. And now we're following the LNAV with the VPAT with the speed on, not manual but the FMS. teeny TNO. Will be a bit above, I think. Let's see if this one gives us any. Doesn't look like the best weather, very kind of cloudy. Unfortunately, it's a bit boring to fly in the Nordics during the winter just because it's super cloudy. And clouds can be nice to a certain extent. But you get a bit tired after having watched them for a while.
Airwego 4003.
So we were oh no, they want us to slow down actually. But according to this, it should be at 538 we are slowing down. So, and that's the same. Or actually no, it's a bit earlier in this other one. It's a bit non-logical, unfortunately. Let's just follow the VNAV with the plane itself.
Approach on 120.2 Airwego 4003. Approach Airwego 4003 descending to 5,000 feet. Airwego 4003. Continue descent via the TESP-3 Charlie arrival. For the ILS approach to runway 22 left at Casablanca. Continue descent via the TESP-3 Charlie arrival. For the ILS approach to runway 22 left Airwego 4003.
Okay, what did we get in terms of input? Continue descent to runway 22.
Wilco Airwego 4003.
Should we be slowing down yet? No, not yet, so I'm not gonna stress. But soon enough we should. I'm just gonna check the manual quickly for the ILS. Da, da, da. Okay, I think I know how to get the ILS set up properly, but let's see. We can put on the landing lights as we're almost at 10,000 feet. In terms of the approach, 1002. And what's that in inches 2956? So we're a bit lower than we think we are. And we're we're basically around 15 nautical miles from our destination, so we're very close. We're below 250 knots now, so that's good news. I do think it maybe wants us to fly a bit too fast, but let's keep an eye out here at around EKCH 626, then between Airwego, maybe a bit sooner we can start slowing down to 230 knots. Okay, 10,000 feet. And we're getting below that. You can see the nice city of Copenhagen between the clouds. $9,600. Well, here is Copenhagen just beneath us with the airport to our right, if I am not mistaken, should be there. Looks like there's some snow on the airport area. Basically because I guess it does actually have snow. I don't think Copenhagen have any snow, unfortunately. Hey, 8,000 feet. And the way to do this is by switching that to manual. No clue why that's in Mach though. And I still haven't been able to figure out how to change that could be worse though, could be worse. Let's see, we're still doing the right thing, that's very good. We have fly as assigned. So we'll basically continue to Airwego, and then we should hopefully be getting our descent clearance after that. Still trying to figure out how to push this. Push. So odd. I really have no clue how to push these buttons. It says push for... Oh, there it worked. Okay, let's not mess with it now since it's working, finally. Okay, we'll be turning right, so now we're moving over Sweden. Any things yet? No, nothing. We can put that CRS.
Heading 115 vectors to the ILS approach for runway 22 left, Airwego 4003.
VNav disconnected. So let's turn to the right. Question was to what heading? 115.
Airwego 4003.
Three thousand
Descend to 3,000
feet.
feet. Airwego 4003.
Let's make sure 3,000 feet. Okay, it was 115, so we probably shouldn't do more. One niner
Fly
5.
heading 195 cleared for ILS approach to runway 22 left tower on 118.1 Airwego 4003.
Let's go to flaps 1. Is that some trees that are in the water? It's a bit interesting. I haven't seen that before. Oh well. The clouds look really good here from the below, the kind of ceiling. Very true to life like. Now we need to figure out how to do this approach.
Contact tower on
So
118.1 Airwego 4003.
Okay, now we should be following that if I am not totally...
Tower Airwego 4003 inbound for ILS approach runway 22 left. Continue ILS approach to runway 22 left will call when established on final Airwego 4003.
Okay, we can do this manually. Okay, we're on the localizer, that's good. Let's go flaps 2. We're below the glide slope. I can see the runway already in front of us. This should be quite a nice manual or somewhat visual approach. Or I guess a manual ILS approach. So localizer is captured, the glide slope is still wide. We don't need that panel. Gonna increase a bit the throttles. Approach 1 only. That's fine. We need to really speed this up, this bird up. So we are gonna be having some troubles otherwise. Okay, let's see. There we go. Now we should be speeding up. Let's see. Glide slope is coming down, albeit slowly. Let's make sure we don't throttle up too much. Maybe around 175 could be a good speed. Want to be able to slow down a bit as well. Anything else? Altimeter, that's the one.
2956 Airwego 4003.
And what was it? It was like 102, right? 10002. We have that, we have glide slope. We can drop the landing gear. We can go flaps 3, and then we have 4, and then we have 5. We can add the yaw dampener, but we don't need the rest. We can go flaps 4. Airwego 4003, ready, established on final. God, now we got, let me try again. Airwego 4003, established on final. Let's add a bit more speed. We're not at flaps 5 yet.
Runway 22 left Airwego 4003.
Let's turn a bit to the right. Looks like we have a bit of wind pushing us to the left. Looks pretty good, apart from no auto brake here, and yeah, luckily it's not raining. We're below the glide slope, so we can kind of level off for a while. And yeah, we're on the right runway. In that sense it looks good. Need to have something to fix this. As you can see, there's two competing kind of photoreal of this island. We'll find a solution to that at some point. It's not so bad when it's summer boat, so you won't notice it, but when it's winter, it's super annoying. Let's see, we are a bit off now. Gonna try to trim a bit more. I'll put this to flaps 5. Slow down just a tad bit. Make sure we're back on the localizer and the glide slope. Looking pretty good. It's very nice flight Tampa scenery. If you're wondering about Batty, that was Aerosoft. And I think it's P3D4 native, the Batty M1, so it's not perfect for P3D version 5, but it does the trick. I've not seen any other aircrafts, which is either good or bad. I think it's good, because I think the TCAS on this one works pretty well. We don't have a pilot to... sorry, not pilot to see. We don't have pack X, right? So... let's have a look at compass for the landing rate, and let's be cautious, or let's try to remember to look at that before we close compass. Okay, we are coming down here, looking good. No trains.
Approaching minimum.
Approaching minimums.
Minimum.
Continue. Okay, it's looking good, it's looking good.
50,
Let's
40,
see.
30, 20, 10.
10. Oh. Not the smoothest landing I've done, but not the worst either. I'll do some manual braking. It's gonna be a bit of a late turn. We don't need all the... okay, let's see. We'll turn here on the next one. Oh, nice, nice. It flew really well apart from some of the cruise issues, etc. And this rejected takeoff thing not working. Not playing ball. Here we go, 4003, ready to taxi.
Airwego 4003 contact
Gonna
test
open the
ground
compass.
121.9er for taxi clearance.
Ground on
203.
121.9
Pretty good
for taxi
landing rate.
clearance. Here
You
we
can see
go
it here on the...
4003.
it doesn't matter, I don't think it's part of the PIREP report, but which I guess is nice in the sense that nobody has to be like super stressed about not getting a PIREP for landing with too much speed. The only thing we forgot was the taxi lights. That was a bit of a mistake. I guess we used those as kind of runway lights. We can start the APU or the APU itself. I see it here, it's yellow, but it's starting to get going. And that's a SAS CRJ, I think, or is it a loop? No, SAS one. But it's likely taking off, so we won't crash into it. And I think they wanted us to reach out to the ground, right? Here we go, 4003, ready to taxi.
Airwego 4003 taxi to Stan Sierra 272 via taxiways Bravo, Echo 1, Charlie, November 2, hold short runway 04 right.
Taxi to Stan Sierra 272 via taxiways Bravo, Echo 1, Charlie, November 2. Hold short runway 04 right Airwego 4003.
Okay, we got the taxi. Oh, they want us to really go. They want us to taxi to what? To where? Yeah, we're not taxiing to the maintenance. They want us to taxi all the way there, basically. But we are not gonna do that. I'm sorry, pilot to ATC, we are not. And I'm actually gonna close pilot too. I guess we can leave it on for a bit longer. Some nice, since we don't have pack X working yet, even though I thought I had it in the beginning. Okay, let's see. I do wonder if they ever used this runway. Never seen it used. I mean, logically we could park at one of these tiny ones, like 9-8 maybe. Let me just see if it's well, we can do a request follow me, no. We can do Copenhagen flight services. No big ones here. Just a small aircraft, not sure. Norwegian, I think that is. See the red nose? The one at the gate there. Okay, let's see, 9, 7. Oh, that's the other side, sorry, we want to do 9, 6, I think. So, gate and then 9, 6. No follow me requested. I can do aviator. And let's do a nice turn into it's a really good airport, the Flight Tampa. I don't know why I haven't been flying to Denmark enough lately, because it's really good. I mean, in personal opinion, I love Arlanda and Helsinki just because those are the ones I normally have to fly into. Okay. Let's see, is he happy? Please cut engines. Yes, yes, we are doing that. I'll close pilot to ADC. Do not forget to submit PyRep. You part a bit to the left. Ah, it wasn't too, please. I'm submitting the PyRep. Thank you for flying with Airwego Norway. Good. We'll close. Compass. Oh, we made it. And what we can do now is go to... Oh, and look at this. I mean, this sort of effects just make... Flight Tampa is basically the... I guess the PMDG or the FS Labs of scenery, right? At least in P3D. Okay, we want to go further back. 410 should do the trick. And here we can see, and there's the train. Very cool. You can see some bugs here with the photoreal. Could be worse. You can see the DHL, all the freighters. And to the right we have Copenhagen Airport, Kastrup. Okay, let's see. We are a bit late, but okay. It's an okay landing. It's not the best, but not the worst. We can see the spoilers, but we can't see the thrust reversers in action. So that's a bit sad, but oh well. But yeah, I think that was it. Hopefully enjoyed this short video. Or short and short. I feel like they're all a bit too long. Almost 2 hours. But if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Hopefully I get my pack X working going forward, but let's see. TFDI is still helping. But yeah, other than that, have a good rest of the day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.